I'm recording now.
Are you?
Nope.
No, you're not?
Nah.
Alright. So you're not recording now. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
So, I guess let's just talk about shit, huh? Because we got shit coming up.
Yes.
We got some good stuff coming up. How's about that?
Yeah, some pretty dope ass this.
That's a quote from someone you guys will meet soon enough. We've got something coming up. I don't
It's
know.
called Boisterous Fell.
Boisterous Fell? Boisterous Fellows. And I've been working since like May, I think. We started recording in like May. Maybe even April. I think we started recording a while ago, a couple months. And it's a podcast with me, Tal, and 4 others, where I will be DMing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's gonna be pretty story-based, but it's also got lots of giggles.
It's a hoot.
You probably saw the preview we put up on the channel. If not, go watch it. How's about a link on screen? How's that sound?
That could work.
Yeah, you think a link on screen could work? I think that's a potential solution to this issue that we've
It's
created.
a good business decision.
I think putting a link on the screen is a very good business decision to that preview. And if it's up, I suppose a link to the first episode. The first episode is just... So the first 5 episodes of it are just going to be like character building episodes, character introduction episodes.
Yes.
So you don't have to listen to them, but there are some good chuckles in there. So, I would still recommend listening to them. They're fun. The first one is just, Tal and I, because that's, the comfort zone of the channel and all that. I figured that'd be the best one to start with.
Before introducing 5 other guests.
5 other people. Well,
4.
yeah, 4. You're right. You're right. You're right after
I
being
was wrong, and then I was right.
But you corrected yourself before
Yeah.
I thought. Before I brained.
Before you brained.
Yes, but we got Boisterous Fellows. The first episode, the upload schedule for that is going to be, again, so is this going to go, you said this could go up after it starts going up,
Yeah.
but I'm going to just state what I know right now, and what I know right now, and what I think is going to be the actual thing, is that the first 5 episodes will air week after week, starting on Wednesday the 26th. Actually, no, I guess the first 6 episodes, technically, but the first 5, the 5 character intro episodes will air weekly from July 26th, Wednesday, August 2nd, August 9th, August 16th, and August 23rd, and then the first episode of the actual thing will go up on August 30th, and from that point onward, the goal is to do every other week on Wednesdays. So,
Get excited.
September 13th, September 27th, hopefully if there's no hiatuses, which, I mean, the toughest time for that
pretty
is probably
likely.
the toughest time for that is going to be probably August through October, I think. Maybe November. I think that's probably the most likely time I'm gonna need a hiatus to occur, because obviously I've got marching band. That's always the toughest time to do anything. But I think after that, because, I mean, it's gonna be my senior year, so it shouldn't be too much going on, because I'm not planning on taking a ton of AP classes this year, except like AP stats, which, I mean, my math classes, I never do homework at home, and I do fine. That's just me. I'm not saying don't do your homework, because if you need to do your homework, do your homework, but like, personally, I've been fine without doing the homework, because generally I understand the material when I go to class. But that's just, I got lucky a lot in math. It's not
Stay
the
in
same.
drugs. Don't do school.
Don't do school. It's very bad for you. But another thing we've been working on, putting aside Boisterous Fellows, which I'm very excited for, and I've been putting a lot of my
We've got podcasts. Just all the podcasts you could ever
we've
want.
got we have 2, the number 2. I guess we have Loudcast, but that's just usually just failed recordings, right?
What about Oops All Media Forums?
We're not. Maybe we'll do that.
But
I have.
Clinically antisocial.
No, that was because I had feelings I needed to get. Also, that's my own thing. I had shit I needed to get out, but I don't know if I'll ever actually make anything out of it.
You should do vlogs.
Yeah, I should do vlogs. You should do vlogs. You should be a good vlogger.
Well, it's a good way to just, like, talk.
It's a good way to hear your voice all the time because you're a fucking narcissistic asshole.
Is that what you thought I was trying to say about you?
No, that's not what I thought. But another thing we've got coming
I'll
that
have you
should
know that, unlike you, I'm not an asshole.
You fucking hypocrite.
That's the joke.
But we've also got something that I'm kind of excited for called, hear me out. I'm not sure if
we're not weebs.
we are weebs. I don't care if you call me a weeb. Call me a weeb. Do it. I dare you. Insult me.
Do it. You won't.
You do it. I won't. I bet you won't. Call me a weeb. No. But we're doing an anime podcast called Baka. That's B-A-K-A exclamation point. B-A-K-A exclamation point.
We're idiots in Japanese.
That's what it is. And
That's the slogan.
at least, okay, I don't know if we're actually going to start doing it this year, but we are going to do some sort of pilot episode sometime in the coming few months. And it'll be with 3 of the folks from Boisterous Fellows.
Including the two of
The
us.
2 of us. Because we are inseparable. We always will love one another.
We're
But
like twins.
the thing, it's not going to be like, just like we talk about anime for an hour. It's going to be a little bit different than that. And let me open up my document, because I'm going to kind of just like, we could do like an example episode here, you think? You think? Like, let's do...
Like right now?
Well, hold on. So the thing is, we're gonna kind of divide it up into different, like, segments. And these aren't the final segments, and also, I'm trying to get the document open, but I use knockoff Word, and so ads it has. They are present. Okay, so the thing about Baka, is, so...
Is that we should wait until we're actually doing that.
You think?
Yeah. I kind of
I think
like
we
the idea of there being 3 of us.
You think? Well, no, we're not gonna actually do a thing here, but like, so I mean, we're gonna divide it into segments. There'll be like, for example, we might do. Okay. So like, for example, one of my favorite segments that we're gonna have is called Build-a-baka. It's for those of you who've heard of like
What's
Cool Games Inc.
Build-a-baka? Tell us
Have-
what
have-
Build-a-baka is.
For those of you who have heard of like podcasts like Cool Games Inc. or what you said there was one called Toon Parlor, right?
Yeah. Except that one's less comedy oriented.
So the idea of Build-a-baka is a segment on this show, and maybe in the future it might advance into something beyond that. Who knows? But it's a segment on this show Baka where we talk about anime, haha, funny, weebs, fucking nerds.
The whole.
The premise of
podcast is about anime.
Yeah, the whole thing's about anime, obviously. 'Cause
Build-a-baka is us creating hypothetical anime.
one of my favorite examples of a hypothetical anime we might make. I have a bunch of these just kind of on my phone that I've come up with over the past few weeks. And my favorite one, I'm pretty sure, at least the one that I always think of is one, and we're not going to use this one because it can't possibly go anywhere, but the title of it is Keck! Exclamation.
So what's it about?
Nothing. It's just called Keck! I can see that being an anime name. It's a joke. I
I
don't
can
know.
see
I
it
just
being
feel
an
like-
anime about internet and internet culture.
Well, okay. So the thing is about that is that like I mentioned that to unmentioned third person. Like last time I played D&D, and
Wait, can it be Keck with 4 exclamation points?
it can. I like the idea of it just being one. I think 4 exclamation points probably fits it though, because it's probably not an A-list anime, if you know what I mean.
Keck exclamation point 1
Ex-
exclamation point.
That
Like the
sounds
number
about
1.
That sounds about right. What if it's spelled out? Keck 1. Keck 1.
Keck exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Just spell exclamation. That's the title.
And you can see why this segment might be a little bit...
You can see why this is going to be the best podcast.
This is going to be the best podcast you'll ever hear. Ever in all time. But that's like one of my favorite segments. But like, yeah, I mean, there's gonna be like an editorial segment also, like, you know, just kind of like where we like, one of us can just kind of write a little piece on anime or whatever. Like, for example, the first episode's one, or the pilot's one is gonna be on Little Witch Academia. It's one I wrote. I'm excited about it. I remember what it was.
Give a shit enough about anime to actually do one.
Yeah, you're not doing them. I asked you, you didn't want them, so me and the other one, the unmentioned third person, are going to be doing them. But we have this thing called the wild card segment, which is like my favorite one, because basically, it's exactly what it sounds, right? Build-a-baka is one of the wildcard segments. At least initially, we might make it its own segment later. But it's basically... so one example of them that I came up with, other than Build-a-baka, is called Guess the Waifu. And so basically we take another question, and then one person will start acting like an anime girl at random, the other's kind of have to guess who it is, right?
Charades.
Yeah.
But with anime.
Well, it's not charades, it's all digitized. It's all digital. Or another one that I read off, Much Ado Over Nothing. Get into a satirical argument over something stupid that we talked about during the show, even though you don't really care.
That's good.
And that's just a couple of them. I got a bunch of them, but you know, eventually, if we ever get any traction, we might take suggestions for wildcard segments. You know, some of the wildcard segments might become like recurring segments. Particularly Build-a-baka, because I really like that one, and I have a lot of ideas for that one. But, I mean, yeah, the wildcard segment is just like, kind of just like a random sort of game thing that we do, or like, just like a randomized segment. We'll also have like questions of the day, we'll talk about like old anime, I don't know if we'll do like news or like try to stay up to date or whatever.
We're not the type of people that do that, though.
I don't think we are, and I think that's why we're probably not going to do, like, news. Unless it's, like, important news, like, for example, the Splatoon anime might be one that we would be talking about.
Oh, fuck yeah.
If we were recording an episode right now. But we're not, because we're not ready for that yet. But, I mean, yeah, I'm really excited for this podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really wish I was recording it right now, but... It would be fun. I have a lot to talk about.
I'm sure you do.
The two of us have a lot of...
Oh, man. Oh, man. Prepare yourselves. Get your bodies ready.
Get your guns ready.
Get out your guns.
The title of the first episode will be... Sorry, I didn't mean to say it out loud. Just censor that. Except don't. Just leave it blank. Because I left it blank. I'm excited to do podcasts. It'll be fun.
So, like, what's gonna happen with Oops All Media Forms? Because I really want that to exist. I don't care what it's called, even though I think that's the best title ever.
Oops All Media.
I just want to do this.
You really want to do this. You want to do...
I want to rip off Cool Games Inc. Because I'm an asshole.
Can we at some point make Cool Games Inc?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think we'll do that eventually? Okay.
So what about a podcast where you come up with hypothetical...
Here's a suggestion from David24609801. Jean Belgier. And he suggests, create a podcast where you create hypothetical video games and your names are Nick and Griffin.
You know, I really like this idea. I think... Has this been done before? I don't think that's been done before.
I don't think it's ever been done before. I'm pretty sure it's a new idea that we don't listen to and I'm up to date on.
Any butt.
Oh, the boomometer. I need to write that down.
Yes. I'll remember it for sure.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Does it apply to things other than boobs?
Yeah, like fan service in general, really.
Fan service in general, you say?
Well,
and also, one particular scene I think gives a certain
Oh god, can you
something.
not?
At least like a 7 or an 8 on that boob meter.
Fan service meter.
That's not even fans. What fans?
People who like extremely gross lewd shit.
Exactly.
No one knows what we're talking about.
No one knows what we're talking about.
But
And
you
I'm
will
not sure.
one day.
Listen, you please listen to the pilot episode when we do it. It'll be something of great importance that we sunk
Listen
2
here,
days of our
children.
fucking lives into. We sunk 2 days of our fucking lives into this shit. Utter trite. It's not even. It wasn't even fun to rag on.
I never asked for the cummies.
Huh?
I never asked for the cummies. I never.
We
I
played.
never asked for.
We played the world premiere Splatfest.
Yeah,
The
it's
other
going
day.
up tomorrow.
Yeah, and it will be up. Well, you'll see the video. But handheld mode looks so pretty. And the weird thing is, because, like, when you first played Splatoon, right, because the motion controls, like, were they off-putting for you too?
Nah, I think they were just really sensitive, and then I lowered the sensitivity and it was fine.
Yeah. Well, I think for a lot of people, I guess I don't remember it being too off-putting for me either. I think for a lot of people, they thought, wow, these motion controls are just, like, really off-putting, I'm not used to them. And then they got used to them and they're like, oh yeah, unless you're unspecified third person. Who plays without motion controls and it pisses me off. Whenever we go over to his house, I'm like, hey, I want to play Splatoon, but fuck your stick control bullshit.
People who piss me off. Racists, homophobes, people who put pineapple on pizza, and people who play Splatoon without motion controls. In no particular order.
People who play with stick controls on Splatoon are the scum of the earth. And I'm friends with one of them.
I swear to God, I will come to your house.
That's a long journey. That will take you like a week to do.
Unless I fly a plane.
That'll still take you like a week. Hello? Waiting in TSA? That's a week. That's a solid week.
Yeah, it takes at least 3 days to get on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like 3 days to get on. Actually, no, our airport's really good about just like letting you like walk out. Like seriously, like you get to our... Like you fly to Seattle. Okay, so the thing
Some
about
people
our...
have died waiting for their plane.
The thing about our airport is the like, you know, like how each airport has like its own code, like the three-letter code to it.
I think
So like Seattle's, for example, is Seattle Tacoma. They share an airport, and it's called, and their three-letter code is SEA. Or for example, Los Angeles, they have an airport, LAX. You know. Well, our three-letter code, the one in Boise, is BOI. But the thing about it, well, BOI, yeah, because that's the first 3 letters of the city's name, Boise.
I know where you live.
I'm glad you can figure that out. But the thing is, whenever you fly from Boise to Seattle, which is pretty much every fucking flight for me, every time I go anywhere, it's always from fucking Boise to Seattle. Whenever I'm flying a plane. You know, you going to Hawaii, first you gotta fly to Seattle. You go in California, first you gotta fly to fucking Seattle.
But why, though?
Flying to Seattle? Well, of course you're gonna fly to Seattle. Seattle's just like, I don't know, an airport that's like always intermittent.
Huh.
Well, is there gonna be a fucking straight flight from fucking Boise, Idaho, population 200,000, and that's fucking it, to straight to fucking Honolulu? Like, no, that doesn't happen.
Good.
Use an airport that fucking exists. That's used by people.
Well, clearly if you're on it, then it's used by people.
Shut up. No, but the thing about that is you're always flying from Boise to Seattle. And, you know, Seattle Tacoma's airport, their code is SEA. So whenever you're flying from Boise to Seattle, it always says on the ticket, you know, it has like 3-letter code of your town, then like an arrow pointing to the 3-letter code of the airport you're going.
Boise.
It always says Boise.
Boise to Boise.
No, Boise. Just B-O-I, S-E-A, Boise. They got the spelling a little wrong, but like...
That's might be like one letter off.
There's a little extra A there. Boise! Boise! But like, you know...
Did they plan this? Are they just like trying to prank us? It's
We
like
just
all
got-
this is good for.
Just got pranked.
You just got
I
pranked,
just
bro!
I just get pranked on my codes, and I actually get to fly to where I'm going to, and I have a nice vacation. And it was just like a sick prank the whole time. But I have a nice vacation anyway, because it was just, you know, lots of fun. Do you have any fun stories about flying places, or do you just fucking stay at home for no
I've
fucking...
only been on a plane once in my life, and it was when I was 10. I went to China on vacation for like a week, and I don't remember anything.
I swear to God, you were like about to just like end it with a one fucking sentence story. And I was just like, man, okay, you see, when I tell a story, I go on for like 5 minutes and have a fucking story there.
Well, my stories aren't interesting.
Your stories are interesting.
It's
So what
story
don't-
time here on
so-
Loudcast.
So what don't you remember about China? What are some things you don't remember doing in China? You're
Don't-
move atheists.
That's a bullshit question. Can I call BS?
You can call a friend.
Can I phone a friend?
You
Can
phone
I
a
call
friend.
BS services?
Hold on. Get your phone.
BSS?
Call a friend. Go phone a friend. Call your mom. Right
You
now.
realize it's 1:30 a.m.
Call your mom.
No.
Fuck, man. It's been half an hour already. Call your mom. I'm gonna make you.
Fucking...
Don't call your mom.
Alright, I have a story. Let me see if I can
Wait.
remember how to tell this story.
So
So,
this story all about how I went to China one time.
I
I ate some
remember,
chow mein.
I remember on the day that we recorded the first character introduction episode, you were saying how, like, Amazon's shit and they don't deliver your shit on time. And I was saying how I had that problem with eBay. But on that day, I received my package from eBay after I said that. But this isn't even the best part.
It was like,
In the package, there was a note. And I have the note right here.
God damn it, I know what it fucking says.
Do you know what it says? Because I don't think you know what it says.
Okay, can I have a guess?
Yeah, you can have a guess.
Alright, so it says, and I quote, what you're about to say.
You think you're clever, don't you?
I think I'm clever.
It says, Dear, comma, thank you so much for buying. Would you kindly leave positive feedback and 5-star ratings on eBay? Thanks for your kindness. May you happy.
Are you happy?
And then there's a heart and a smiley face that looks like a heart. And an editor put up a picture of it. But like, just, may you happy.
May you
This
happy.
is my new favorite phrase. And I
Do you-
just say this to people now.
I think you should like frame that and put it on your wall.
I do.
You should frame it and put it on your ceiling, like above your bed. So like whenever you look up, whenever you wake up in the morning, you see "May you happy," and you're like, "Oh, that's nice," and then you have a good day.
I think it was from China.
What did you get your fucking shit?
Yeah, I got my shit.
What shit was it?
It was a Rowlet plush.
Oh, that was nice. It's nice. You know what I fucking want? I want a dragon made plush. I really want a Toru plush.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such a weeb. And this happened in the past, like, month only.
She has
And
the
now
best
I'm-
tail.
Fucking, God, I love dragons a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, fuck them, haha, it's gotta be some fuck it, am I right? But,
You fucking scaly.
well, I mean,
You're not wrong.
you're not wrong. Yeah. That'd be some way of fucking...
It's
That's
just
not
wish I
why
could
I
fuck a
like...
dragon.
That's not why I like Dragon Raid.
Yeah.
That's just like an added side benefit.
Like, the characters are just so good.
They're except Lukoa. Who is simultaneously best and worst character. Yeah, man, I like the anime.
I like things that are good.
I like the anime.
The anime.
God damn it! That made me laugh.
What, did you not want this to happen?
I didn't want to laugh.
Then why?
My mom uses that laughter is
Then why do you talk to friends?
Why do you friends?
Why do you friends?
We have a lot of jokes here on Loudcast, and
We make jokes on this channel.
we have a lot of fun here on Loudcast, and I would like to take a second
I'd like to make a toast.
I'd like to make a toasted fun jokes that we make here on Loudcast. We make some funny jokes here on Loudcast, but I'd like to take a second. Alright, that was a nice second. I enjoyed it. Like, I can't do PSAs just like on the spot.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite bit, but I can't do it. And it pisses me off.
Improv is hard.
No, it's only the PSA improv. Like, you know, oh, look at this, this is a good message. But, like, for some reason, I cannot improvise PSAs. It pisses me off so much. Hi, Billy Mays here!
Because you gotta, like, think of something legitimate and then turn it into a joke.
And I think the joke part, like the being a funny person part, is where I struggle. Because I'm, like,
it's hacking difficult.
It's pretty hacking difficult.
I really want to do... The next time we play, like, Mario World or Meat Boy or something, I really want to do that thing that Aaron did in that game called Battle Kid.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That one moment that everybody loves so much.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I met this guy named Susie, and he was a guy, and his name was Susie, and he liked to sign all over people's shit that they drew. And actually, this is fucking just like...
This is actually
shit.
just the worst story I've ever heard.
I just made Pokemon Art Academy, the series on Grumpkid.
Now, here's an interesting...
Here's an interesting...
Words have escaped me. Here's a request. What about a Let's Play of Pokemon Art Academy where all the drawings are drawn by one person who isn't even the person playing?
What the fuck? What the fuck does that even mean? Drawn by one person who is the person who isn't playing? What?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you heard me. That's right. It's an impossibility. That doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Okay,
it doesn't exist.
So okay. God, we gotta get some like.
Fuck.
We gotta get like.
No, just fuck everything. We're done.
No. We gotta get like philosophical with this shit, right? How do we fucking define the person playing? How do we define that shit? Is it the person who's holding the DS?
It's goddammit Ross.
That doesn't help me at all. Who's the person playing? How do we define that? Is that the person holding the 3DS, right? Is that the person holding the 3DS? Or is it the person who's, like, moving... So, like, okay, I imagine it's, like, somebody, like, standing over the person holding the 3DS's shoulder, right?
I don't know, man. It's just
the
person playing the game draws the art, but then when they're done, it's not by the person who just fucking drew it, it's by someone else, named Susie. Specifically, they have to be named Susie.
Okay, so you just described art theft, is what you just described.
But, like...
The game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be a good Let's Play.
I like that you just, like, shot down my fucking, like, really good philosophical debate that I was trying to, like, get going there. That would have been fun.
Because we make jokes on this channel.
We make jokes here.
For philosophy.
We make jokes here on Loudcast. But I'd like to take a minute to warn you about the dangers of making too many jokes.
We made this joke already. It's a PSA joke.
But I did it well this time. The thing about jokes is that sometimes, if you make too many of them, sometimes, if you make too many of them, sometimes, if you make too many of them...
It's gonna take some time, take some time. This joke's gonna take some time.
This joke's gonna take some time. Sometimes if you make too many of them, you'll be kept up very late, and then you won't get sleep, and then you'll miss summer school in the morning if you're James. And you'll be very sad, because you'll be going to summer school, the summer school of the summer break that takes place during summer break.
But here's the thing about being sad. No one cares about your feelings. They only care about their own. Except
for me. I care about... I'm like fucking Madoka Magica with this shit. I'd love to just, like, turn to my computer and be like, here's a suggestion, but then I realize it's not a suggestion-based podcast that we actually do. This is just, like, kind of a fun joke that we're doing.
I don't like this video.
I love this video a lot.
I'm depressed.
God damn it. God damn it, I've been trying to avoid this shit all night, and now you're just fucking depressed again.
What?
Can you, like, fucking stop being depressed?
I mean, I could.
I'm an
But I don't
asshole.
feel like...
I'm a fucking asshole and I hate myself.
That's exactly how I feel. why
We
I'm
should be
depressed.
friends.
Yeah, that's an interesting...
So, okay, so
sounding
what about a
concept.
podcast where the co-hosts are friends?
Holy shit, that actually sounds, like, really interesting. I can't even imagine that. See, I like sarcasm. It's my favorite thing.
I really like it too. um, it's also good if you want to get arrested in North Korea because, like,
What?
sarcasm got banned in North Korea this year.
I
Remember?
cannot fucking... Why?
Oh God, what if?
What if that was an anime?
What if that was an anime? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Write it
oh
down.
my god. Okay, wait. So, you know how you had that... Oh, fuck. You had an idea, for one, and maybe we'll talk about this more in depth, but I think this is a part of that idea you had where only one person can exist in each emotional state.
Eh.
No?
Sorry, spaced out.
You know that idea you came to me and you were like, hey, what about an anime where there can only be one person of each emotional state in the world?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was in a video we made.
Was it Terraria?
Fucking, it was the last thing we recorded.
What was that?
It's literally the most recent thing we recorded.
What was it?
No, you could figure out the puzzle. You're smart.
What?
You're A-smart, unlike me, who says things like A-smart.
Brain Blast! No, I honestly
Brain
don't.
Blast, that sounds like a good game.
That's a Jimmy Neutron reference.
Oh.
God, what was it? Oh man, what?
We were literally talking. I think you're messing with me. I think you're messing.
I'm not. It was like 2 days ago.
It was fucking... yeah.
Oh, I'm not messing with you, I swear. What was it?
I'll give you a hint. Want a sploon?
God damn it! God damn it! It was Platoon. Fuck.
Oh my god, this is gonna be the best video.
God fucking damn it! God fuck damn it! I'm gonna kill myself.
No,
I'm not-
don't.
We make jokes here on Loudcast, but don't actually kill yourself. If you're depressed or have suicidal thoughts, you should like see a fucking person for that. I don't. What do they call them?
I want to go back
Depressed folk.
to the
Depression folk.
the anime where everyone's sarcastic,
Yeah. Well, no, that.
or where the main character's really sarcastic,
And
he the
And
world
he
is out
has
to get him
big
because
boner.
that
all
too, because
the
anime
time.
boobs, obviously. But
Wait,
yeah, the world is
wait,
out
do
to
dicks-
get him.
Do dicks register on the boob meter?
Yes, except that anime doesn't have dicks.
There are like 4, I'm pretty sure, that exist that have dicks, and that's it.
But yeah,
Out of the plethora of anime, there are like 4 with dicks. All the dicks that appear in anime, except for like 4 of them, are like self-insert dicks. I'm pretty sure. I've never seen a hentai, and I'm glad. Don't! What are you doing? You're gonna get us blocked on YouTube.
Sorry, I was just looking up the name of something.
What's he looking up? Leave your answers in the comments as what you think he's looking up. I bet he's looking up porn.
Holy shit, how did you know?
Is it the... Is it what I think it is?
What?
Is it what I think it is?
No. I know what you think it is.
I think...
And it's not
You-
what you think it is.
Do you know what I think it is?
I love... I love just typing on my keyboard, making you think I'm looking something.
You're fucking just...
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Yes, I was playing Mario Teaches typing.
Yeah.
God damn it, you piece of shit. You fucking asshole.
So back to the podcast, or back to the anime where the main character's sarcastic.
Damn it. That was the most fucking excellent trolling I've ever witnessed you doing. God, that was really good.
Oh yeah, I was just looking up the lewdest hentai I know, so I could link it to you, so you could experience the greatest hentai of all time.
Or you actually were looking up that.
I don't even know of any hentai.
What?
Like, do they even have, like, titles? They probably do.
They're fucking like... There's this one that I haven't watched, but I've heard a lot about, called Eromanga Sensei or something. I think it's Eromanga Sensei.
Oh yeah, I've heard you talk
Where
about
fucking, like, the main character's little sister fucking has, like, a fucking porn blog or some shit. Like, cartoon porn blog. And apparently, everybody keeps watching it for, like, the meta-narrative of how fucking low can this shit get.
I'm pretty sure these are the exact words you said in a different video where you just were talking about this.
I'm certain. I fucking... I'm never gonna watch it. I hope
I'm
I
gonna
never
watch
watch
out of
it.
curiosity.
I bet you are. Report back.
I mean, how bad can it be compared to, you know,
Probably worse.
that one?
Apparently it's, like, so bad it's, like, actually, like, good for the meta-narrative of how fucking low can this shit get.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What?
You said so bad it's good, and then it's like, oh, movies that are so bad they're good. The Room. Quote from The Room. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, okay. I see the...
My
okay, I see the steps you took with that
yeah,
brain
my
action.
thought process.
I see your thought
The
process.
podcast. It's hecking difficult.
Explaining the joke, the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I actually want that podcast.
God damn it, that sounds terrible.
The joke is that we're explaining the joke. God damn it, I just explained the joke again.
God damn it. Intro.
Yeah, the intro.
So, like, you're saying the joke is that we're explaining the joke, and I'm like, God damn it, I just fucking explained that. And I think... So, like, what is this explaining the joke podcast about?
Just take any joke and explain it. And
60
then make
minutes.
jokes and then explain them.
No. We take... I really like the Louis C.K. joke arc, where we talk about Louis C.K.'s one joke, one sentence at a time for 7 episodes. 7 fucking hours about one fucking paragraph. So like maybe we start off talking about like one-liners
Yeah.
for like an hour, but then like eventually we get into like story arcs where we talk about like big meaty jokes that got a lot of meat in them. You know, like Louis C.K. fucking like the "that's mine now" joke, or like...
Okay, so hecking difficult. To explain this, basically... I don't even want it.
Once upon a time, in the land of the past,
That-
2017.
Now that I think about it, that podcast would get really fucking old real quick, because it's literally the same joke every time.
That's the joke.
Yeah, just like Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh yeah.
Literally, the joke is always, everything's weird here, look how weird it is. And I mean, I like it, and they find unique ways to do it each time, but it is technically the same joke every time.
I forgot about Welcome to Night Vale a while ago.
I finally
Like,
caught up.
You caught up?
Yeah, like a while ago. What? What is so absurd about me catching up with things?
I fell off of Welcome to Night Vale after like maybe 40 episodes.
Yeah.
So...
Because it's the same joke every fight.
But man, I sure did listen to all of Cool Games Inc. eventually. And my next big endeavor
Bam.
is Bim Bam. 360 episodes of that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm bored again, and depressed, and bored.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody!
my favorite... Okay, god damn it. I remembered something. Recently, earlier this month, I came up with like this character. who's like a young boy who walks into like a comic book store, right?
Mhm.
Or like a magazine store.
Mhm.
And he's like a little boy, and he goes up
Mhm.
to the counter, and he was like,
Mhm.
"I'd like to buy one porn, please, mister.
Mhm.
I would like one boobie." And the joke is that he doesn't understand what porn is, and that's what's funny. I'd like one porn, please.
I've never eaten a whole hentai before.
I've never eaten a whole porn before.
Mhm.
Why do you keep saying, mm-hmm? Have you put yourself on loop?
Mhm.
Have you put yourself on a record?
Mhm.
This is getting really old.
Yeah, our lives are getting pretty old.
Oh,
We should
thank
just
God
end
you
them.
didn't say mm-hmm again. I'm really glad you didn't say mm-hmm again.
Just cut out every part of this
Cut
video.
out this episode of Loudcast.
Yeah.
What is this, 7? Vote now on your phones, and everybody voted so hard that the spot
It is your
exploded.
duty as an American to vote.
Voting should be fucking mandatory. And on that note...
God! Jesus!
Okay, that's not a fucking, like, extreme view. I'm pretty sure a lot of Americans hold that view.
I don't.
Really?
It's like, well, because I don't care about politics, and so I might not vote the next time, because I just don't fucking care.
I'm going to vote.
Well, yeah, you should. If it's you should do it as soon as possible as your first time.
Did you
So you
vote
can
your
say
first
that
time
you-
and... Did you vote your first time and then just not gonna vote ever again?
Yeah.
Fucking...
Honestly, my parents made me.
Oh, well, you fucking... God, you need to...
I just don't fucking care. The world can just end for all I care.
Big Meteor 2020.
Wow,
20.
I'm so edgy.
You're so edgy. Fuck the
Fuck
police.
millennials. Including me.
I'm not a millennial. You just said fuck yourself and not me. I'm technically not a millennial. The cutoff is, I think, 2000. Although, I guess it depends on your source.
I think most people think it's like 80s to early 2000s or something.
I could be a millennial if I wanted. But I choose not to identify as a millennial because fuck old people.
And also fuck millennials. I can say that as an old person who is
I'm a
definitely
dick.
very old.
I am so old. Okay, I'm so old. I went to... Fuck, what's the place where war is brewing? And will probably break out in the next few years.
What the... Dude, you think I fucking care?
Russia.
Sure.
I fought in Russia. Where war is going to
Yeah,
occur.
let's offend people.
But I fought in Russia. Where we're... I fought on Mars. I fought in the intergalactic wars of old times. Back in the day, millions of years ago. Did you just fall asleep on your desk? Are you... Did...
I can't hold it in any longer. Yes, I was pranking you.
Fucking yeah, I knew you were pranking me. God damn.
I love pretending to die. It's almost like the real thing.
What if I told... What the fuck is...
I'm sorry?
See, I can fucking do it too, you bitch.
No, I thought you just, like, got up and went somewhere else in the room.
I didn't fall over all the way.
I fell on my mic.
Yeah, I fell on the side of it, like not an idiot. Or you fall on your mic purposefully?
So I could prank you.
Oh, that explains it.
Just got pranked, bro.
I got a really big dick.
Why am I such a shit person?
That's like, I've got like a really, really big dick.
I wish I could
And I
see
think
it.
this is gonna be the topic of the remaining 3 minutes of this.
Yeah,
however
so
much
tell us about your really big dick. Like, how big exactly? And
So-
how many bitches?
How many?
How much cocaine? The answer?
How many glasses of weed?
Flying
can you drink in
blazing chickens. Yes, that much cocaine.
How many glasses of weed could a glasses of weed chuck if a woodchuck could glasses of weed?
How many weeds have you eaten today?
Couple. Just a couple.
And
Don't mean to brag.
how many people have you murdered today with your dick?
With well, now that you added that specification, that drops it down from like 7 to like I think 4
Interesting.
with your dick.
I only murdered 5 people today.
With your dick?
No, I don't have a big enough dick for that. I had to
improvise?
use a dildo.
Your eyebrows?
A giant purple dildo.
Typically, when I don't have my dick available, I use my eyebrows to kill.
How the fuck do you murder people with your eyebrows?
How the fuck do you murder people with your dick?
You swing it at them?
How-
You cum acid semen on them.
The anime.
I love this. It's our new running joke. Say
The
something, the anime.
That's kind of... That's a good way to do life. The anime. Do life, the anime.
Grab life by the balls.
And make you take the lemons back. I
Something
didn't want
like
these
that,
lemons. You
yeah.
didn't have to give them to me. I just wish you would take them back.
I'm depressed again.
God, stop doing that. It's really fucking annoying.
This is my new running joke.
I'm depressed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm depressed again. Wait.
The anime.
I'm depressed again, the anime.
Again.